Alright guys, we got a 2010 Nissan Murano. This is a 3.5 liter engine right here. Customer had it scanned by me. Did not diagnose anything, but we have a code P0171. System need to lean bank 1. So could be a lot of things. So we got an oxygen sensor. He went and got us an oxygen sensor. We're gonna replace it. It's the bank 1 in the back. Did not diagnose. Usually the bank 1 will be that way because the belts are on that side. So the bank 1 will be down there. Even though we did not figure out, he just wanted us to replace the bank 1, which is, he assumes is that one, which I think also believe, but I still would confirm it. Bank 1, but he does not want to pay for diagnostic scanning. I do it for people for no problem. But anyways, he wanted us to replace the upstream sensor. It can be okay. It can also be a mass airflow sensor, which is right here. My lighting is crappy today, but anyways, we're gonna lift this baby up and we're gonna change the oxygen sensor on this, so which is bank 1, sensor 1, I believe. Okay, so this one is not an easy one. So what I did was I disconnected the sensor. As you can see, the sensor connector is sitting right here, right over here, right from up here. I took off this PCB valve pipe, which is hanging up here. You can see it right there. Hanging right here, and I was able to just with one hand squeeze the connector and get it out of there. And what are we gonna do is we're gonna go on the bottom next. You can even fish the rest of the sensor from right here. You can see it right there. It's hard to see. It's a really tight spot right in the center of the screen right now, but we're gonna go from the bottom. It's easier. Okay, passenger side wheel, from right here we can see the oxygen sensor right there, right top of that catalytic converter. Let's just shoot up our light from right over here. There's a lot of greasing going on here from the axle boot, so we'll recommend that. Anyways, I'm gonna mount my camera right here, and you guys can see the whole job from right here. Okay, so camera's moving around, that's fine. So we got this 7x8 socket made by Snap-on with this long ratchet. Let's see if I can fish this baby from right over here. And are we on? We're on. There you go. We're on this baby. Let me just fix up my light a bit. We're on this guy. There you go. Small little turn. Once it's loose enough, we should be able to just take off our ratchet and the socket if we can manage to do so. It should be loose by now. And the sensor should be loose. I might have to go back in with the socket from this end right here. Terrible spot to put this baby at. Turn, turn, turn. The magic turns. Wheel of fortune. That's what I feel like. Okay, we turned a lot, but I don't think we got the socket on all the way. Oof. Puffing, a puffing. I will blow this sensor off this manifold. There you go. Now we're on. Okay, it is a critical spot, so you need to be careful. Make sure you don't strip the threads inside because there's no fixing here. There's our sensor coming down right now. There it is. Let's shoot light onto this baby. Okay. There it is. Anyway, bank 1, sensor 1 is out, and it doesn't look pretty. You could clean these babies and put them back in, but when it's a tough spot like that, it's all up to you. Anyways, we're gonna come back out and check this baby out. So I just turned it from right here by this 3/8 socket. I don't even know if my camera was recording because I didn't see numbers on it, but it did stop. Anyways, this is out. So here's our old sensor. And customer went and got their own sensor. My friend Mike, he owns a Napa store, so he likes to bring his own sensors. What we're gonna do is put the camera here And this baby, just gonna make sure everything looks same. Denso, the part number, there it is for you guys. And here's the sensor. Comes with anti-seize. We got this little guy going on here. Let's take this off. There's our wiring. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of anti-seize. Okay. And it has some on it, but we'll put a little bit more. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. You always want to make sure your sensor looks the same. Put our lighting right here. We're gonna make sure our sensor looks the same. The holes, the length, everything looks same. And also the connector. You want to check the wiring on this guy. You want to check on these little notches here. Okay, and if you want to check the color code of the wiring, make sure it sits in the same position. If you hold it the same way, you see the two notches. If you look at it blue, black, and on the opposite side is black and white. Perfect. We're gonna take the sensor, drop it into the vehicle. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, got my sensor in my hand, and I'm gonna send it right through here. From this end, I'm putting my hand right by the cat and the converter. Make sure it's cold. You don't want to put your hands on that thing if it's hot. So what I want to do first is I want to make sure I can capture all the threads by hand before we go banana. Okay, so it's not going to be so easy to make sure all the... okay, it's going to hurt my hand there. The shield on this side is hurting me, so I'm going to just fold it a bit. Go, it's better. Cannot put the tool on unless I'm sure I captured the threads. And obviously this harness is never your friend. Oh, and the hand gets tired. The fingers get tired. There you go. I got it. I got it. Let's unwind the wiring here. There you go. So I can't go any further with that tool. With the hand anymore. So what I want to do next is I'm going to bring in my tool and we're going to turn it clockwise. I'll show you this tool outside once I'm all completed. Okay, so at this point we don't want to damage the harness, so make sure your harness is just going with it. It's not getting twisted or pulled from any angle. And give it a few turns once you feel nice and snug. About 30 some foot-pounds if you want to torque it. 29, 32 foot-pounds, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. We're good there. I'm gonna gently pull out my tool, inspect the wiring. Good, looks good. I'm gonna send the harness up, and I'm gonna leave it here, and I'll grab it from the top and just plug it. So let's come back out. Pretty much, I'm using this 3x8 ratchet here, and this is a 7x8 socket, snap-on. Special tool. You can pick this up from Sears or so. Anyways, I'm gonna go up on the top and finish out the job. Okay guys, so I don't want to go any further with this job because the camera's not gonna go in. So all we need to do is connect our sensor from right here. We're gonna have to fish up that line and stick it in and put in the PCB wall pop. I'm all done, and then we will reset the light. So that is the only way it's gonna be get done. So over here, you just grab that two connectors. It's only gonna go one way, okay, male and female. Once you got them lined, click with one hand, only one arm is going to go in there. Do not go crazy removing this stuff. So it's going to be an issue if you remove everything. Usually the proper way to do it is remove either this whole thing right here or remove your intake. And well, this is the proper way. This is the easier way I showed you guys. But It's all about getting your arm in there. Make sure the car is nice and cold. Thank you for watching. I'm going to reset the light and the customer will be on his way. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.